Oh, the worst Valentine story. Okay. Let me turn the music down a little bit so y'all can hear me. All right, so my worst Valentines took place my freshman year of high school. I see the homie Chad is in the stream tonight. Chad know me. Chad is my high school friend, bro. So Chad, it don't matter. We all grown. So my Valentine's Day, my freshman year of high school, her name was Jessica, right? And anyway, this was in high school, my freshman year. Her name was Jessica. I didn't know too much about her personally, but I knew that occasionally I would make her laugh and say something stupid, and it'd probably be like once every 3 days. We had like the same class, 1 or 2 classes. High school, there was periods, right? So you had like a few periods with a chick or whatever. So I at the time, this was when I was first getting into, I don't know why this is correlated, but I just think of this. Jessica, she was another Latina, I'll be honest. Fuck, I don't know if Chad is in here, but it don't matter, bro. We all adults now. So I asked her off for Valentine's because I think she was new and I thought she was really pretty. So I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna ask her for Valentine's. This is another L story though, so you know. Yeah. I now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I don't think she could have been mixed. I don't know. Her name was Jessica. I didn't name the girl. So this was around the time I first found out about High School Musical, and all 3 of them were already out. So you can imagine, right? My freshman year of high school, I just found out about High School. Bro, how many of y'all like High School Musical? Don't L me yet. How many of y'all like High School Musical? Push 1 in the chat if you fuck with High School Musical. Push 2 in the chat if you don't like High School Musical. I really want to see if we gonna be 100% honest right now. Okay. I see some 2s. I see occasional 2s, but everybody's saying 1 right now. So, you know, I just find out about High School Musical. I'm in that zone, bro. I am a wildcat, bro. I'm like, bro, what are some of the... I'm about to play some songs from High School Musical. What's the best High School Musical song? I'll know it when I see it. Ooh, Bet on It? This was some heat too. Bet on It was some heat, but I think that's number 2. So I'm watching all these movies over and over and over again. This is the only thing that I'm watching. I had a Harry Potter phase like that. I had a High School Musical phase like that. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, this is match made in heaven. I asked her to go to the movies. That was my first mistake that I could have ever done. So I'm sitting up here like, I'm gonna take her to the movies. That was my first mistake, because you cannot take a chick on a first date to the movies. Foolish. Because y'all just gonna be sitting next to each other, wondering who this person is for 2 hours sitting next to me. I'm gonna be sitting there watching the movie thinking, damn, like hello, you enjoying this? That's all you can ask, because if you say too much, the movie's over, or somebody's shushing you from rows in front. So we watched this whole scary ass movie. Then I can tell after that I lost her, bro. I could just tell. We got there, I got her, you know, some flowers or whatever. I'm like, hey, you know, let's go see this movie. After the movie, she was so distant. I'm like, hey bitch, you know we still gotta see each other in class. You can talk to me. I only caught her that too because she was acting like one. Like, you still gotta see me tomorrow. Why are you acting like you don't know me now? Like you ain't got nothing to say now. I take that back. She ain't a B word. She ain't a B word, but man, freshman year, you couldn't tell me otherwise that she wasn't no B word, bro. Jalvera. This the thing about this nigga Jalvera. He says, hold this L, bro. I'll hold it, bro. I'm not even finna get into it with you, bro. Hey, you know what? Lessons, exactly. Lessons. I'll take the lessons for sure. I feel you. The first word, I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. The first bad word that I was ever introduced to as a kid, and I almost got my ass whooped for this because my sister snitched on me. Brittany, you know you told dad. I don't know why you told him, because you knew I didn't know what the f I was talking about. I was just making jokes. The first cuss word I ever heard was, it's not even a cuss word. It's not even a cuss word. You be like, what? Let me give context because it's gonna sound weird if I just say it. So we had some neighbors, you know, they was cool as we was probably like 10 years old, 11 years old. And you know, my mom and dad, they didn't cuss growing up, but our neighbors definitely cussed, and they like the neighbors, so we would go hang out with them and play. They was probably like 3 brothers, 9, 11, 13 years old. I'm 11, my sister's probably 13. And we go over there and we hear one of them call the other brother. Basically he said, shut up, needle. And I heard that and I was like, needle, that sounds hilarious. My sister's there, I'm like, yeah, you too, shut up, needle. She looked at me and said, Dad, what does that mean? I'm over here thinking like needle, haystack. I didn't know what a was, bro. I really didn't know. I'm over here. I call my shit a bing banger, a wally polly, a ding-a-lang, but I wasn't up on that yet. Mind you. I'm a late bloomer. I get to the house. I'm like, oh, dad probably gonna think it's funny. Why did my dad take me straight to the bathroom, get the belt like this? I'm like, I don't even know what that word means. He's like, oh, for real? I'm like, Dad, you was about to whoop me before asking any questions. My dad was a trip back in the day. Now I'm sitting here thinking about it. This nigga Ike Turner, low key. I'm like, I don't even know what a needle is, Dad. He's like, oh, my fault. Like, Dad! Bro, I remember one time as a kid, bro. I was in my first pair of I can't believe I'm telling this story. I was in my first pair of Air Force Ones. For some reason, my cousin wanted to go to the fucking basketball because we had this middle school that like during the summer there would be no authority, so you can just go up there and hoop if you hop the fence, and like there'd be like 6 open courts all the time. But me and my cousin, we would go out there and hoop or whatever. But this one time, these other 2 niggas showed up at the park, bro, and my cousin, like, he loved to hoop, but like I could really care less about sports, period. I do like sports. I like to watch sports, but like I like combat sports. Like that's the kind of sports I like to watch. But anyway, lately I like watching all sports regardless. This nigga wanted to run a 2-on-2 with these strangers, and I'm like, all right, but you know I'm in my fresh ass kicks. I'll finish the story after this. So basically, we started hooping, right? And like, if you own a pair of Air Force Ones, you know, like, you're not supposed to lace them all the way up. It looks way cleaner if you leave them a little loose, right? So this nigga hit me with the meanest hezzy to crossover. Bro, when I tell you my shoes, I'm gonna show you like this. Imagine that these are my Air Force Ones, right? He hits me with a hezzy move this way. I go for it. He crosses me. My shoes stay put. I go flying out them motherfuckers, bro. My shoes literally stayed on the concrete just like this, in perfect condition. It looked like something out of a cartoon, dude. And I literally went like imagine how Uncle Phil be throwing jazz out the house. That's how I look flying out my brand new Air Force Ones, bro. From that point on, I never had the same love for basketball. I just knew it wasn't for me. How you gonna shake a nigga out his brand new Air Force Ones? The only like saving grace that I had was that it was only us 4 there. But I know without a doubt, because this was like at least over like 10 years ago, 10, 12 years ago. I know without a doubt that man who crossed me still talks about that story to this day. He's gonna tell his grandkids about that story. He's gonna be on his deathbed laughing about that memory, bro. I hope I will too, because right now it still burns. Let me tell y'all this story real quick though. Let me tell y'all this story. So basically what had happened was, it was probably like 2nd grade, right? I didn't know much about, you know, romance or love. But you know, I knew my way around the ladies. So I knew how to make them laugh and do my thing and whatnot. So tell me why I was in the 2nd grade, right? I think my teacher's name was Miss Chernus. Shout out Miss Chernus in the chat. And I had this one little cutie pie, you know what I'm saying? She was I used to live in this city called Bellflower, California. It was nothing but Mexicans, niggas, and white people. But in second grade, it wasn't nothing but Mexicans. So there was this little Latina chick, right? I believe her name was Maria. And she was, you know, she was real cool. She was probably like one of my first little friends or whatever. And I knew this Valentine, I was like, yo, I'm gonna make her a macaroni card. Oh my gosh. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make her a little macaroni card, but you know what? I'm gonna use real macaroni. Cause you know, you could like, see y'all in the chat with the, I was like, I'm gonna make her a little macaroni card. So Queen MBZ said it's Black History Month. Keep the story to yourself. Fuck. I gotta share it though. Nothing happened with her. So, I mean, it was still an L, you know? But, so I made her a little macaroni card and I slipped it in her. So it took me like 2-3 hours. It took me like 2 hours, I think. Cause I was like real articulate with it. I was lining up each correct macaroni into the shape of a heart. Then I wrote a little message on the inside and I attached a little piece of what candies was lit? It was turtles. If you don't know about turtles, bro, it's an old man candy. I'm not gonna lie, but turtles was like, actually they used to make turtles in the actual shape of a turtle. So I was like, okay, you know, you got a little bit of turtle on there too. So I take it to class the next day and with real macaroni dark stars, yes, with the real noodles, bro. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and slip this in her cubby before session start today. Session. It's so before classes started, I went ahead and I took it out my backpack and I put it in her cubby because we each had individual cubbies with our backpack, our coat, and a little slot for like our lunch pail. So I slid it on top of her lunch pail so I knew she couldn't miss it. So lunchtime comes around and, you know, we was all in class doing activities and stuff like that. And so she goes to her, everybody went to go get their lunch pail, but I already knew I didn't want to be right there next to her when she pick up her card. That's gonna look fucking weird. I'm standing right here looking at her like, no, I had to get up out of there. So I grabbed my stuff real quick. I went outside and I was sitting down eating by myself because that's what I used to do. I'm not even going front. And so tell me why after lunch, because I'm pretty sure she went and hang out with her girlfriends and stuff like that and was talking about the card like, oh, look what Berlin did, yada yada yada. I'm telling you, bro, like at the time I was like bro, my head was a legitimate light bulb, bro. So like my self-confidence, I knew I was a hilarious dude, but like I knew I wasn't no looker either though. Let's be honest, bro. I had a nice face, light bulb skull. That's not a good combination regardless of who you are. But I'm sitting there, we lining up after lunch and we're all sitting down Indian style in a row. She comes up next to me, kisses me on my cheek, bro, like this, and then runs away. I'm like, Miss Chernus! I don't think I ever talked to her again after that. I didn't know how to continue that. I knew how to initiate, had zero closing skills. I swear, she came up and kissed me on my cheek, bro. She was my friend though. She was my friend. It wasn't like, it was like a weirdo. Like I was like some random dude leaving her mac. I'm not gonna leave some chick that I barely even talked to a macaroni. No, this was a real one. I dropped the ball. Yo, sniper. That's a W and an L. I told y'all that it wasn't gonna end good. I was in the second grade. What do you want me to do? Take her? I'm not even finna get banned on Twitch over this story, bro. I'm cool. Just know I did all I could do at the time. I folded though, but it's still okay, bro. I sit up here and I try and tell y'all a Valentine's Day story about my childhood and y'all gonna grade it with a W or an L? Oh, I get it. You said L is for lesson that I learned as a young child. I feel you. Thank you everybody who spammed L's. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you everybody who spammed L's. Thank you. Lessons. I understand. Lessons. Nah, I appreciate that though, y'all. This ain't gonna be as long of a story, but I do have one more. It has to do with that game Phasmophobia. So, okay, listen to this, y'all. When we had finished playing Phasmophobia, right? It was me, PG, Jack, and Poised, right? We recorded that game for about 2.5 hours, right? Y'all saw how in the video we was messing with the Ouija board. So he was talking to the Ouija board, and we saying these people's names over and over and over and over and over again, right? I go to bed that night. I probably get into bed like 11 o'clock, right? Take my melatonins, go to sleep, or I try to go to sleep. But that whole night, I was just tossing and turning. And I feel like anytime I looked at the phone, it would be like the time's going up in like 30-minute increments, right? I'm going in and out of sleep, in and out of sleep, in and out of sleep. But the one time I remember going to sleep, bro, I had a dream that I was living in the EUGHH, right? PG was still there, but Joe wasn't there. My sister and my niece had decided to come visit, right? My sister doesn't even have a cat. We don't even like cats in this family. But for some reason in the dream, my sister had a pet cat, right? This cat was mean as, bro, for no reason. The reason I know it was mean was because this cat attacked PG for no reason. I think it was just sitting there on the couch and the cat just, you know how cats be doing. Of course it attacked PG, right? That's hilarious. It would be PG. So nighttime rolls around and, you know, I'm sleeping on the couch and I let my sister and my niece take my bedroom. And I remember as I was laying on the couch, I saw the cat was just sitting in the living room, right? Like imagine you're on the couch at your house, right? You're sleeping, you're laying down on the couch watching TV. You see a cat sitting in the corner, but just staring at you like this. I tell my sister, look, I don't mind that you brought this cat here, but you need to keep it in the room with you and close the door. Do not let this cat out because I already saw the damage it does to PG. My sister's like, okay, sure. So I go to sleep in the dream, right? And I don't know if y'all ever, like, for example, if you use the bathroom in a dream, you're waking up with piss body. It's just how it works. If you go to sleep in a dream, I don't know if y'all have reached that level of tired yet, but if you go to sleep in a dream, like you use the covers in real life as if they were like dream covers, right? So I'm taking my real life covers in the dream and going, all right, time for bed. I roll over. I'm on my side. I'm on my stomach, but like I'm sleeping to the side like this. I'm dreaming, right? I feel the cat jump on the bed. So I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, he's out. I'm just going to fucking stay still and not move at all because I don't want to get attacked. So I'm sitting there and I feel this cat go from my feet to my calf to my buttocks to my back. And it just sits there, bro. And I'm feeling this cat rest on my back, bro. And I'm dreaming. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can get him, you know, maybe I can get him with this. Hey, kitty, kitty, hey, kitty, kitty. This thing goes, hey, kitty, kitty. Nigga. I went, so look. So I'm like this, right? I can't even demonstrate because this, nah, bro. But just imagine hearing, hey, kitty, kitty, back to you, bro. So I immediately am like, this isn't a cat. I try and move, sleep paralysis. I'm like, no, not like this, not like this, not like this. And I'm back in my bedroom, right here down the hallway, right here. I look at the clock, 3 something, bro. But it's the fact that it was 3 in the morning. I immediately grabbed my iPad, bro. Just started flipping videos. I even think I texted the group chat. I know I texted them when I woke up. You can ask Poise, you can ask PG, you can ask Rigo, Jack. I said, I'm not playing this game again. No, I didn't even say that first. I asked him, I was like, bro, did anything strange happen to y'all last night? PG, no, come on, bro, let's VR it this time. You know PG, bro. PG want to be Yusuke Urameshi so bad. You can't play both sides, bro. Either you're immortal like us or you going, you know what I'm saying? Poise, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I did hear something in my house last night. Rico, no response because he wasn't in the game. Jack, no response because you know Jack was probably, when I text Jack that morning asking did anything weird happen to him, he was probably already chopping down so many trees at the farm. He done arm wrestle and hog tie about 6 pigs, bro. Like, this dude Jack is all American for no reason, bro. Did something scary happen to you or not, Jack? Talk to me, bro. I'm like, I'm not messing with that game no more. And I'm not going to. Next video.
Pretty like look at what we're some may white, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't pass in my school. No, I wouldn't. I couldn't walk out the classroom without getting a detention. Excuse me, ma'am, I'm gonna go take a pee.
Truancy, detention, suspension, expulsion.
I have to piss. We all have to piss. What am I getting in trouble for that? Actually, as soon as I finish this mission, I'm finna do a story time for y'all about the time I got suspended in high school. The one time.
All right, y'all. So back in high school, I took choir. I got vocals. I can hit a little dance step here and there. I had to showcase it, and it was also counted as a credit for a second language. Like, you had to take a language course. So I was not good at Spanish. I'm gonna try and learn Spanish, but honestly, Spanish is just not for me. So I took choir, and it was 0 period choir, which means you had to show up. Bro, I'm not playing Arkham, y'all. I'm not playing Arkham, y'all. Don, I see you in the chat, bro. You said that comment was not for you, dude. There I go again. You just handed me another L. So 0 period was 7 a.m. classes. They had like 0 period, everything. But you could take one class before school started so that you can leave a class before school ended. Yo, Titty Ray, thank you for the bits. So I took 0 period choir. Everybody up in there was sleepy. I don't know how they expected us to sing. We're literally rolling out the bed, sprinting to school, and then getting in class to sing and dance. I'm like, all right, whatever. Better than learning Spanish. So I had a lot of friends in that class, and sometimes, we would show up late, or I would never ditch. Hold on, let me switch the screen because I can't really read these. Mary Kay the man, thank you for the bits. Get you some merch, bro. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be fire. Goku, thank you for the bits. Dead, what's up with you, bro? Thank you for the resubscription. The 5 months in a row, Dead. 300. Much love to you, bro. Much love. All right, let me finish my story real quick, and then I'll shut everybody out. So yeah, so every now and then I would show up late, and I remember, and this is my senior year of high school, so I really thought I was running the campus, thought I was hot shit, yada yada yada. And so I believe that I took that class with Joe, if I'm not mistaken, but could be wrong. But no, this wasn't my senior year. This was probably my sophomore year. Cause I did have the class with Joe, and me and him and like 2 other people, we would show up to class late all the time. But it'd be like late by like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But my teacher, she was a stickler, bro. She did not play that. If you showed up in a class after the bell could ring, and as you're running into the class, if the bell stopped before you get into the door, I forgot what her first punishment was. I think it might have been like, I don't know, like standards where you had to write like 50 lines or something like that. I don't know. It was some bull. But because me, Joe, and the other 2 kids that we hung out with was class clowns, she always felt like it was okay to make examples out of us. Like, she had no problem roasting us because we was joking around in the class. It's like, you making people laugh, I'm gonna make people laugh at you. It's like, all right, fair game. We didn't care. She was still kind of cool. And so I remember one day she was like, maybe I had been late like 3 times by me like barely missing it, right? And she's like, yo, if you come in late one more time, I'm throwing you into on-school suspension. I'm not gonna play with you no more. You think I'm a joke? I'm like, no. I'm gonna call her Miss C for right now. I'm like, no, Miss C. Like, I definitely don't. You're my favorite teacher, dude. Like, we have the most fun in your class. Relax. Like, you're directing choir plays, like musicals, like happy and fun times. Like, don't be a downer. This is my young self though. As an adult, looking back, I was probably so fucking annoying. I wouldn't be able to deal with me in my class. Anyways, that day comes. I'm running late for zero period choir. My mom, I think she might have been dropping me off that day, and she's like, "Yo, you gotta run, bro. You just gotta get out the car and start running." I'm like, "Mom, if I get out here and that bell rings, I'm gonna get thrown into suspension." She's like, "Well, you should run." So I get out. It's probably like 6:59 and 35 seconds. I get out the car. I'm booking it to the room. Hitting corners. I'm dodging people that's saying what's up to me. Like, "Hey, what's up, bro?" "No, not today, bro. See you later at lunch, bro." I'm like going. Sure enough, I get to the door. I swear it looked like a movie where I'm like, and sure enough, I do not make it within the time. I walk in maybe like 5 seconds later. She look at me. She look at me, bro, and I'm like, oh, she not getting mad at me. I must be cool. She go into her office, and that's when we all do a warm-ups. When she go into her office, she comes up maybe like 3 minutes later. She's like, "All right, so let's get started." So I'm in the line doing warm-ups like, "So falita see that beep, oh, see that beep, guys, see that beep, doo-doo." I'm just hitting my notes, right? All of a sudden, I see security walk through the door. I'm like, "Oh shit, Randall, that's for you, bro. He smell your high ass again, bro. How are you still getting high zero period, bro? Where your brain cells at?" Then I just feel like this, "Mr. Edmond, huh? Mr. Edmond, you need to come with me." And at the time, bro, the security guard, I thought he was my homie, bro. There was 2 security. I'm not gonna name their names because I think they might be in trouble with the law for some sexual misconduct. But there was 2 security guards that I thought was cool with me. He pulled me out of the class. He like, "Bro, I'm sorry, but you're headed to on-school suspension. Grab your bags and you'll be headed to the whatever room it was for the rest of the day." I'm like, "Sure, you know this is zero period, right? The day hasn't even started yet technically. You want me to be up in that room from 7 a.m. till 2:37 p.m.? He's like, "I mean, rules are rules, you know, and I believe you broke the rule first." I'm like, "Okay, all right." So I get to on-school suspension. I'm in the office, and I see like 6 other dudes already in. Bro, class isn't even started yet. What are y'all doing in here? I think I see maybe 3 people trickle in as the day went on, but like it started with like 5 of us in there. Maybe they already planned the day before to get there for on-school suspension, but whatever, bro. It felt like jail, bro. I'm walking in. I feel like I gotta keep my head up high, scan the room real quick, don't make eye contact with nobody, but still let everybody know I'm looking. Then I walk to my seat. I'm like, bro, I ain't seen y'all since like PE. Like, why all the bad kids be like excelling in PE, bro? That's how they grow up and they do UFC and other combat sports, bro. But anyways, I'm sitting in that room and I'm like, I mean, OCS isn't that bad. So let me just see if I got any homework I can do. Did all my homework already. Let me try and draw something. Ain't got no inspiration. Ain't got no drawing. I'm not an art student. I'm sitting there like, yo, she really threw me in class because I was running to the damn door. Like, I started thinking, I'm like, hold on, this my mom's fault. Like, what? It's my mom's fault. I'm finna get up out of here. So I'm like, oh, excuse me, sir. Can I go to the restroom and use the bathroom real quick? He's like, yeah, make it quick. I'm like, all right, cool. I go to the bathroom, close the stall behind me. I pull out my phone. I call my mom. I'm like, yo, mom, I need you to come pick me up ASAP. Like right now. They got me in on-campus suspension, and they're talking about having me up in here all day. You know, and my mom don't play, bro. My mom don't play, bro. She was a monster maybe 10 years ago. Right now, she's slowing down, bro. She's slowing down in her anger and her wrath. But 10 years ago, oh, you couldn't tell her shit. You couldn't tell her a thing. She's like, hold up. They finna have you in on-campus suspension all day when you could be learning and actually gaining something? I didn't pay my tax. Man, let me come up to this. I'm like, okay. Time to go. So I go back to the OCS like nothing happened. I'm sitting there. I find all the inspiration in the room. I'm drawing like masterpieces now, bro. Like, and she come in, so she pulls up to the school. She goes straight to the office. And I get a call. Well, the dude gets a call on his radio like, hey, can you bring Mr. Edmond to the front of the office?
And so I'm like, all right. He's like, all right, let's go. So he takes me to the front office where the assistant principal and the main principal both have their offices in. I can hear her hollering, walking up to the office door. And you know office doors, bro. Them doors be thick as shit. No windows. I heard her yelling. I opened up the door. It was like a gust of wind, like, hey, how dare you have my son up in here wasting all my motherfucking tax dollars and you up in here talking about it. I'm like, I mean, my mom don't cuss, but just the anger you could tell. And like my principal at the time, he was a bald dude. So like, I'm pretty sure I heard at least like 4 bald-headed jokes, like within the course of that rant, bro. And so I'm just sitting there and I'm looking at her like I'm looking at him like, I mean, what you gonna say back to it? You know, she kind of frying your shit right now. And he's like, all right, if you want your son out of here, this is gonna result in an actual suspension where he cannot come back on the campus for 3 to 5 days, depending on the consequence when we deliberate. She's like, I don't give a. She didn't cuss, but she was like, man, I don't care. But she said something like she said something like, I'll do your job for you and teach him how to like teach him whatever he's missing, basically. Like, she was just, her mission that day was to make everybody feel like her son, like just quiet the entire office. And everybody felt it. Everybody was like, oh shit. Cause I went to a predominantly white high school, white and Asian. And there was some Mexicans probably in the higher ranks, but like black people, we probably all could fit in 2 classrooms. Anyway, so they were not used to a woman like that. So I'm like, oh shit, my mom really just did. Oh shit, Reliable Savage? Reliable, did you really just, bro? Reliable Savage. Thank you, bro. $100 on my dome. Whoa, bro. Thank you for supporting the stream, bro. Thank you for supporting me, bro. Bro, anybody who donate that much money, bro, I need y'all to tweet me or email me with proof. I'm gonna hook y'all up with something special, bro. You didn't have to do it, but I'm out of key. But I'm glad you. Sorry, bro. Yo, thank you for that donation, though, bro. Okay, so, yo, hey, Michaela, I'm not finna. Michaela, don't comment, talk about throw it back, bro. You're not my bro if you're asking me to. Do you ask your real bro to throw it back? So, anyways, my principal at the time is like, all right, well, if you're choosing suspension, then I guess there's nothing left to do. You can go to your locker and get the rest of your belongings. Or no. I got the story wrong. They didn't tell me I was getting suspended. They were actually going to let my mom take me out of class. They were going to be like, well, we can't hold him like hostage or anything like that. So if you want to take your son out of here, then by all means you can do that. And she was like, good, we out of here. Like, blah, 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 blah. So then he's like, okay, you can go to your locker now and go get your belongings. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm up out of here. Go to my locker. And as I'm sitting there putting all my stuff in my bag, the same principal followed me to my locker. And he comes up behind me and he's like, yo, Berlin, I know you're about to head home and everything, but I was just curious, how did your mom know you were in OCS? I'm like, oh, because I went to the bathroom and called. Nigga, I felt my stomach drop to my ankles, bro. I was like, did I really just say that? Because in my school, I don't know how it is for y'all now because cell phones are everywhere, but back in the day, if you even pulled out your cell phone, you was liable to be suspended. Like anytime you contacting, you was liable to be suspended. That was when cell phones was just coming out, bro. So I'm like, did I really just say that? He's like, so you used your cell phone on campus. You know that's punishable by suspension, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, well, come with me. We're gonna go tell your mother what's going on. And I know in that moment, he felt like he had won. I know he was like, got this little stupid, N in his mind. So we go back to the office, and then he explains to my mom what had happened, and that's when my mom was like, "Well, good, you know, I'm gonna teach him what y'all can anyway. Y'all wasting both of our time." We get in the car. My mom still turned up, but she was like, "I don't know." Well, it's crazy thing about black moms, bro. If you do something wrong, and she go and cry, I got a few crazy mom stories, bro. I might have to do a story time about it with her. Oh, that would be excellent content, bro. I'm gonna talk about these stories again for the channel. I might post this as a clip or something, but I'm gonna do an actual story time with my mom and talk about these stories. But it's so funny about black moms, bro. If you do something wrong, if she go there, it's shoot first, ask questions later. And then if that person that you wronged disrespect your mom, y'all are now on the same team. The punishment out the window. When I went home, I was just on Halo 2, Halo 3 online all week, bro. She didn't teach me shit, but she got me up at it.
A story from my college days. I'll tell y'all about man, I tell y'all about early college days. So I may have privated the video, but I used to have a video on my channel, the main channel, from like 2015, 2016 maybe, probably earlier than that, 2015 I think, and it was called EUGHH, like Easy Entertainment, EUGHH Mansion Party promo vid. I don't know if anybody's seen that. While I'm pretty sure I put it on private by now. If not, it could still be up. But what me and my friends used to do, it used to be 3 of us. Me, my friend Nate, my friend Sam, and my friend Cameron. And we would each call ourselves, like obviously I was Berleezy, it was Cam Easy, Nate was Neezy, and my boy Sam was Sam Easy, but y'all might actually know about him. His name is, he go by DJ Switch now. He makes a lot of music, produces a lot of beats for like the West Coast, and you know, he's starting to get his name out there a lot, but he's been doing that shit since he was in a dorm at Long Beach State. Anyway, so what we used to do to make money and just to kind of get our name out there, because obviously I was doing the YouTube thing. Sam was into producing beats, trying to get his name out there. Nate just liked girls, and Cam was he ran track for the college, so everybody had they network. Bruh, we would look on Airbnb and find like warehouses or houses and just rent them for like a night or two and throw a fat ass party. But then we would shoot a music video there. So the first time that we did it was for Halloween, probably like 2015, 2016. It's in somebody's backyard, and party started at 9. The cops was there by 11:30. We was charging like $5 a head to get in. And I kid you not, we shot a music video, and that shit looked like, honestly, it looked like Project X Jr. The way that it was shot, because it was authentic. It was a real party, and like we would just like rap our verses one by one, and like come out the party, rap our verses, have a girl dancing on us. I don't know where that video is. So we do that, right? We throw the video up on YouTube. I'll pay somebody a lot of money if I can get that video back on my channel. But anyway, so we have success with the Halloween party. So we're like, all right, cool. Spring break, we're gonna throw another one. We're gonna do it in a mansion. So we go to Anaheim Hills, which is like, bruh, Anaheim Hills is like, it's like, you don't know, like Real Housewives of Orange County, like that's like that area. Mansions all up in the hills, right? Bro, we shoot the promo video, the one that I just told y'all about, on YouTube, the mansion party, and it's got like a lot of people, a lot of well-known people at the time, kind of influencers, but it was like influencers before they was influencers, before the followers and stuff. We shoot the video at the place when we go check it out, because you know obviously you gotta go scope it out. It's a huge ass house, y'all. Like, oh my gosh, huge. And I'm pretty sure it was like 8 bedrooms with like a back house, big ass pool, The front yard looked like it could have been, bro, you could have played a decent soccer game, like a high school football field, like a high school soccer field, like the practice fields that they be having. It could have easily been one of those on a slant though, like on a hill. So imagine like here's the street, then you got a big ass hill, then like you turn into your gate, you go up like this, and then there's your house. So you have all this hill right here just for like space to do shit. So we're like, cool. Night of the party comes, bro. This is a bad story, by the way. Like, it doesn't end with anybody getting hurt, but like this doesn't end well. So night of the party. Yeah. We got like 3 of our homegirls behind the makeshift bar. Mind you, I don't even think any of us are legal. I may have been 20 or 21, but everybody coming to that party, we was checking IDs just to make sure they was adults, but it was open bar. Like we was wilding. Like 3 of our homegirls serving the drinks. This shit loud as fucking right here. And the night comes, right? We got everybody at their station. My cousin and his boys doing security at the front of the gate. I'm collecting the money, sitting down, people come talk to me. We charge people $20 a head to get into this party. So I would take the money. Oh, no. So my boy would be the one being like negotiating the deals or whatever, or the prices. And then I would collect the money and put it in the shoebox and counting it. Well, obviously I was still doing YouTube at the time. Yeah, Mosi, you seen it. That was a girl I used to talk to. Anyway, yeah, we charged people $20 to get to this party. We don't know who we thought we were, but like everybody was there, bro. When I say all of the Southern California colleges, like the Cal States and the UC Irvine was there. People from Riverside was there. People from Berkeley was up there. People from UCLA, USC was up there. It was really like a college-focused party, mind you, because we're all in school. Earlier that day, I was filming vlog footage, so I had my camera out and I was just like recording everything. I had my laptop out, but then like the night just came out of nowhere, and we was like, okay, get to our stations. I maybe counted like 100 people's money. There was 100 people was in the house, maybe a little bit more than that. And it dawned on me, I left my fucking laptop and my camera out on the couch. And so I go inside and I don't see it. And I'm like, okay, maybe somebody put it up for me. So I go back to my station. This is a MacBook, bro. A MacBook and a Canon T3i Rebel, which at the time it was like every vlogger camera. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go back to my station. I'm sorry, count of money. Count of money. Bro, I've probably seen like 300 people enter the house, and people was walking by each other like shoulder to shoulder, could barely move. I go to the backyard, and mind you, like we're still drinking while this is going on. So as the night's going on, nobody's bringing my laptop, my camera. I'm starting to get like super frustrated and like sad. Like I was pretty sad because I knew I wasn't gonna get that back tonight, and I had a lot of shit on there, but I knew from the party like how much we had made. Like we was all leaving with a decent amount of money that night. Tell me why I go in the backyard, just walking, just trying to get inside. The pool's flooded the backyard. They got motherfuckers throwing up in the side of the backyard. We go in the bathrooms, niggas is like, it's just musty in there. I think at that point I was like, yo, what did we gain for this? This song is not it. I'm like, bro, we did not gain. We really didn't win this time. And so I called my mom while I'm at the party, and I'm like, Mom, like, somebody stole my laptop up here. And she was like, no way. I go home that night, and mind you, like, my mom, she don't want to see me drunk or like turned up or nothing like that. I go home that night, I'm like, Mom, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I had my whole life on there, my schoolwork, my videos, which at the time wasn't even exposed yet. And so the next day comes, I'm like, I'm gonna try to find my iPhone. I click it, and it ends up leading me to some house in Norwalk. Some house in Norwalk, which isn't too far from where we was partying at last night, so I'm pretty sure it was there. So I called my cousin up, the one that was working security the night before, right at the party, and I'm like, yo, I think I know where my laptop is. Just lead me to this house. Like, come check it out with me. He was like, I'll be there in 30 minutes. That's the kind of cousin that you need, bro. Like the kind of cousin that you should be, that you should aspire to be, if you got cousins. Anyway, so he pulls up, and we head to the address, which turns out to be an apartment complex. This is, and you know, obviously we don't know whose unit it is. It just gives us a general address to go try and find it. So it was 4 like little apartments. We knock it one by one. Nobody's answering until we go to this third one. It's this Asian man, bro. Like, and I just knew. I was like, bro, there's no way you was at the party, or like your son might have been at the party. So he opens up the door and he's like, hey, so you know, last night my iPhone was stolen from my premises, and my computer stolen from my premises, and I was able to track it back to this location. Like, do you have anybody in the party that could have been at such and such last night? I was like, no, I promise, no. All right. So we leave, and yeah, that was probably one of the wildest nights of my life. Let me see actually if I can find, because there was this dude. His name was KG Stacks Up, and he used to go to all the parties and kind of record them. Let me see if I can find that on this channel. Oh no, I think he might have deleted them. But yeah, man, it was wild times. That was probably like one of the wildest parties I've ever been to. And we threw it trying to make a profit. I couldn't get my laptop back. I walked away with a decent amount of money that night though. I was able to replace it for sure. Replace my camera, not my computer. That shit was, I know, right? That's the moral of the story. Like, had I just chilled at home, bro, instead of doing all that, you know. And half the time, none of that shit was my idea. I feel like people just kind of invited me to do shit like that because they knew I was the guy like walking around with the camera and at least trying. That's the thing. A lot of people don't try shit. A lot of people are just consumers. They don't be producing shit. And that was what, you know, that's what he was trying to do, was get that name out there, EUGHH. We know what the fuck it meant. We just entertainment. All he would have said, I would have been like, bro, move over. Would have scanned this whole house. That's when he wouldn't have had we would have had everything in his right to pull out his machete and shove it right through your skull. I wish I would get my machete, my machete skull, get my skull machete for a MacBook, 13-inch. Not even the 15. I just had some cool shit on that computer.
Nearly got it, Robin.